Looks like all these repairs are within acceptable limitations.
Oh, Janet, you are amazing.
Me? What? This? I've always been good with numbers. But that's just the problem. They're just numbers. They're actually kind of boring. Haley?
I'm sorry. Were you asking me a question?
Where were you?
Oh, somewhere in the vicinity of Cloud 29.
Oh, sounds great. Like a nice neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
What gives?
Raquel gives Mateo a divorce. A divorce. Yes, we can finally get on with our lives.
Trevor told me. It's great.
It's beyond great. It's amazing. She's finally doing the right thing, you know, and she actually tried to connect with me.
Yeah?
And I got a small glimpse of the woman Mateo says she is. I feel like a 1,000-pound weight has been lifted off of my shoulders. I'm so happy.
I'm sure there'll be a few messy details to deal with.
Not really, I don't think. I mean, you know, with all our planning, everything's okay. I mean, we've moved into our condo, and you want milk?
Sure.
And Raquel's right next door, and so the custody issue is not really an issue anymore.
Right next door?
Well, technically, she's not right next door. She's across the courtyard, but, you know, they're close enough that they can wave at each other out their windows, so.
You are amazing. I mean, if I were in your shoes, I'd want Mateo and Raquel as far apart as I could possibly get them.
Well, we're pulling together for Max's sake. You know, it's really important for him to sort of feel adjusted and, well, you know, especially now.
Now the what?
Well, now that Mateo and I are going to start a family all our own, because I got a clean bill of health.
Oh, Haley, that's great. Congratulations. I'm so happy for you.
Maybe you'll be prophetic. I mean, we got to work right away, if you know what I mean.
Okay, now look, don't put too much pressure on yourself. Sometimes it takes time to get pregnant, but you can certainly have fun trying.
Everything is fun. Everything is fun now. I mean it. No more whoa. Raquel has given Mateo a divorce, and our lives are back on track. You know, we can finally get married and have a baby all our own. You know, we've got this great place. We've got our home that is so wonderful. I'm telling you, Janet, honestly, there is nothing else I want or need. You'll help me? Come in.
Hey, Raquel. I hope now's not a bad time.
For what?
To, sign the divorce papers.
ABC makes history Sunday, May 23rd.
I'm so happy for you. It sounds like your dream life with Mateo is finally going to happen. That gives me hope.
Everything's okay, isn't it?
Yeah. Everything's grand in Dillon land. It's just me. Like I said before, I mean, I'm finding all this accounting business a little boring. It was all I could do to keep from screaming while I was doing your books.
I'm glad you didn't. That would have freaked me out.
I just want to push the spreadsheets aside and do something else. I don't know what'll come next, but I picked up a catalog at PVU to see if anything sparked my interest.
Did anything?
A few things. But I want to be able to spend time at home with Amanda. And I want a job that's satisfying and intellectually stimulating, yet I don't want it to take time away from my daughter.
Working mom's age-old dilemma, huh?
I'm afraid so.
Hey!
Wow, someone's been hard at work.
Do you like it?
I like you.
Don't mind me.
Oh, hi, Janet.
I've been working hard, too. Don't I get one of those?
Afraid not. All my kisses are reserved for my wonderful wife for the rest of our wonderful lives.
This isn't really a good time, Mr. Dillon. I can't read the words.
I'm sorry. How are you feeling?
Better, thanks. But I just had a pain pill, and I'm just a little too groggy right now.
Yeah.
Could Could you leave them there on the table for me, and I'll try to take a look at them later?
Yeah, I'll just leave them right here next to the phone. If you have any questions, you call me. I'll break it down for you. What you did for Max was a very brave thing to do. And what you're doing now is brave, too. You're okay, Raquel. You take care of yourself.
But I can't believe... Well, not yet. Because Erica doesn't leave confidential papers just sitting around so I can grab them. Well, you want to scoop you what headlines, Jerry? Keep Val busy. For as long as possible so I can snoop around the... I'm sorry. Miss Kane isn't available right now. If you care to leave a message, I will make certain that someone gets back to you. I will let her know that. You're welcome.
What are you doing in here, Vanessa?
Well, may I ask the same thing? It's Janice, isn't it?
Janet Dillon.
Oh, right, and we've met. I'm just no good at names.
No good at numbers either.
Excuse me?
I do the books here, and I just want to know about some of these expenditures. Would this be your signature?
That?
Yeah.
Yes, it's mine. Erica asked me to keep an eye on things while she was away. What, are you pitching into?
No, this is my regular job.
Oh. What, you're Erica's bookkeeper?
And friend. I try to look out for her best interests.
Oh, I understand. This is a labor of love for me, too.
Really?
Well, Erica's mail was piling up so badly at home, I thought I'd drop it off to Val. When I got here, the poor fellow seemed so overwhelmed, he pressed me into service somehow.
That doesn't sound like Val.
Well, as I understand it, the suppliers are very tense. The stockholders want answers for this free fall, and that dreadful Jerry Reeves keeps calling every 2 minutes. Is there something I can do for you?
Yes. You can tell me if Erica knows you're authorizing these expenditures.
Do you think I'd do something behind her back?
Just answer the question.
Well, I do know that Erica's trying to keep a buzz on the Return to Glamour campaign. And I've tried to reach her in South America. The phones are so complicated.
Oh, so you haven't actually spoken to Erica?
Well, no, but I'm sure that I will shortly.
Why don't you just drop the act, Vanessa, and give me a direct answer?
Let me guess, this trip was travel.
I'm not sure I understand your tone, Janet. I mean, Erica asked me to step in, try to maintain some order. That is all I'm trying to do.
She didn't ask you to take over.
Well, no one could. Excuse me. Yeah, they make these phones so complicated anymore, I can hardly... Hello? Yes, this is Miss Bennett. Oh, well, offer them a chair in the reception. Or bring them some spring water or whatever. I'll be right there. Or tell them not to leave. You see what I mean? Temp can't handle the problem in reception. This never stops.
Hey, you ready, Toots? I got us a reservation at that new bistro where they slap the bread right on the table. No basket, no knife, nothing.
Boy, if I got something to tell you, close the door.
What's up?
I came in here a few minutes ago, and guess who I found planted behind Erica's desk?
Don't even tell me. The Bennett woman. I just passed Her Majesty on my way in.
She says Erica asked her to help.
Do what?
I don't know. All she's done is spend money so far.
The woman is nothing but a blood-sucking bat. Wait till I tell you what she did to Erica. You won't believe it.
Oh, folks, you know, I'm delighted to see you. Honestly, did Erica press you into service, too?
No, my SOS went off all on its own.
Well, guess we're all in this together then, aren't we?
So fast, Queenie. I know exactly what you have been up to.
So what's your...
Yeah, so that night, Erica wandered out of the hospital like some poor frightened deer, and those reporters went after her like a pack of rabid hounds, just couldn't wait to rip her to shreds. That was all thanks to you.
You had something to do with that?
Oh, no, Opal's badly mistaken. I could never do such a horrid thing.
You could, and you did. First, you just happened to drop by for a visit, then all of a sudden, Erica knows that she's been scarred. And the whole world just happens to be around to watch her fall apart.
Well, that was pure coincidence.
Liza Colby told me how you blamed some poor nurse.
Oh, you believe Liza Colby? The woman is about to give birth.
So what?
Women in that stage are hardly in their right mind. I mean, think of all those raging hormones.
I've got a few things raging inside me right now. I think we're going to have to postpone our lunch. I'm going to take a look at every transaction that has happened since Erica's accident.
That's a good idea. I lost my appetite anyway. Come on, walk me out of here.
Why me?
Find everything you needed?
Well, everything seems to be in line with the reports I've read. It does appear that you're a fine accountant.
Good enough to know if there's a nickel out of place. Keep that in mind.
Come in.
New C models in now, Mrs. Bennett. They've been waiting over an hour.
Oh, well, dear, guess I'll have to. Won't I? Well, leave the photos and show them in.
Thank you.
Models? What models?
I assume for the promotion.
Well, forget about it. Erica's the only model for the Return to Glamour campaign.
Well, that's what we'd all hoped, yes, dear. But if she set up these interviews... Look, Erica also realizes she cannot let her company just flounder while she circles the globe looking for miracles.
Well, I don't know who called these models in, but there's no rush on the campaign. Stock's up.
Well, that's nice. That's good news. But it'll crash right through the bottom if Erica makes one false move, and you and I both know that. I'm afraid Erica's modeling days are over.
I think that's up to Erica to decide, and no one else.
You know, her brands will be much better behind the camera, not in front of the camera anymore, and she really shouldn't delude herself. And if you and I have her best interests at heart, we shouldn't let her.
Don't give me any lessons in friendship, Vanessa. I believe you flunked the course. I'm gonna go right to the source on this one.
Meaning?
Erica.
.30 on ABC.
I'll tell you what I'm sick to death of. And that's people who seem all of a sudden to think they know what's better or worse for me.
Erica, I just heard you were back. So what happened? Were they able to fix your facial injuries?
Well, no, not yet. But I did come back very encouraged about any treatment.
Well, that's good. It's just good to have you back in the office, and not a moment too soon.
Oh, really? What do you mean?
Erica, I know you're really tired from your flight, but I do think you should listen to what your friends have to say. In fact, let me give you the short version, okay? Earlier today, Mrs. Dillons came in expressing some concern that somehow I was going to loot enchantment while you were out of the country.
You think that Vanessa is stealing from me?
No, that's not what I said. I told
really
her...
didn't take offense. Because I do know, Erica, that you engender a special kind of loyalty. I mean, time after time, your friends flock around you to protect you when there's really no protection necessary. I mean, honestly, Erica has nothing to fear from me.
Well, I'm not quite sure of that.
Neither am I. Mrs. Bennett, at the very least, has overstepped whatever authority you gave her when you left. I mean, she's been holding auditions for the Return to Glamour campaign.
Which I was just telling you about.
And she's been making unauthorized expenditures.
Which I was about to tell her about.
You know, obviously, you've kept yourself quite busy in my absence, and I do intend to get to the bottom of that. But right now, what puzzles me most is why you two suddenly think that my interests need looking after as if I was some sort of an invalid.
Yeah, Erica, you are going through a time in your life when you are susceptible more than you've ever been.
You mean because of this?
Yes. Erica, you've never been through anything like this before. The accident that happened in David Hayward's car the night of the snowstorm, all we're doing, the people that care about you, is reaching out to you while you recover.
You feel I can't think for myself.
Well, if you think Vanessa Bennett's your friend, I'm not so sure. Remember the day that you were at the high school and the press showed up in droves? How do you think they knew where you were?
How?
Vanessa Bennett told them.
Is that true?
Why would I do such a thing? I mean, what kind of a vile person would do such a thing?
Apparently, Liza Colby told her where you were, and then the press magically appeared.
You know, you're bordering on vicious slander.
Liza Colby knows the truth.
Well, Liza Colby doesn't like me any better than you do, then.
You've insinuated yourself into Erica's life ever since her accident, and you've alienated all of her real friends.
Why do you make this all sound so nefarious somehow, when all I'm trying to do is help Erica to the best of my ability? Now, she's a perfectly bright and a very strong woman. If Erica doesn't want me around, I can very easily just go away.
Please, will you all be quiet? Everyone has had their say. Now it's my turn. My accident on the night of the snowstorm caused an injury to my heart and an injury to my face. But my brain was completely untouched. I have a very clear idea of what's happened to me, and I totally resent being treated like a victim. Everyone has overstepped. And what rankles me the most is that each of you seems to have forgotten that with or without this mask, I'm still myself. I'm still me. I'm Erica Kane. And I don't need to be told what to feel or what to think or whom to trust.
Erica, that is not what we were doing
Please,
at all.
Dimitri, let me finish. Janet, you have been a very loyal accountant to Enchantment. And I do appreciate your zeal in looking after my interests in my absence.
This is not about zeal, Erica. When I see someone like Vanessa Bennett saddling this company with debt, I feel obligated to bring it to your attention.
And you have brought it to my attention. Thank you.
Look, I'm sorry. I know this isn't a good time and it's upsetting to you, but I don't think you realize what's going on around here.
You've made that very clear. Please, go.
You may not like hearing what I have to say, but I don't appreciate being dismissed like the maid.
You're not the maid, you're the bookkeeper. So go, keep books.
That wasn't necessary.
Oh, please, Dimitri.
Yeah, all right. You know where I am.
Oh, Erica, this is all my fault. These people are your friends. They have your best interest at heart, you know, and I feel so terrible that I would come between you at all. Why don't I just go talk to her?
No, Vanessa, don't go, not yet. The day of the TV interview at the high school, did you have anything to do with the crew showing up there?
Yes, Erica. That was my fault.
Got a clue.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you.
No, it's just, I wasn't expecting you.
Yeah, obviously. The papers are not signed. Now, I don't mean to be hassling you. I'm just trying to help you and Mateo move this divorce along. You said that you would look at the papers and then you would sign them, but you haven't. Now, what gives? Is it the painkillers?
What?
Because you said you were too groggy to read them before. I'm just wondering if it's the same medication, perhaps, huh?
Oh, yeah, the doctors say I could be for a few more weeks, depending on how slowly I recover.
Well, I'm not asking you to run a marathon here. I just want you to put your Jane Hancock on a piece of paper.
Well, I haven't had a chance to read them over yet, and I don't think my lawyer would advise me to sign until I
Well,
had.
it's very simple. It's just two pieces of paper. It basically says that you and Mateo will share custody of Max. It outlines the specific terms of the alimony, the support payments, child support. It's very simple. He's been very generous, I think.
I'm sure He has.
Yeah, why don't you read that over, and I'll hold this under the paper so you can just sign it. There you go. Right there. Okay. Yeah, that line right there. Miss Dion, Raquel, is there a problem you haven't told me about?
A problem?
Look, I know things are bad now, but they could get worse. Mateo has gotten you a nice place to live. He's going to take good care of you and your son, and you said you wanted the divorce. Why are you dragging your heels here?
You really don't know, do you?
No, what?
I'm scared.
Scared of what?
What do you think? Look at me. I almost broke my back trying to save my son from being killed. I can't walk. I'm in pain. And Mateo's all I have. I need him, Mr. Dillon.
Okay. Okay. So what's the bottom line? Are you telling me you're not going to sign the divorce papers? You welching on the deal? Is that it?
Okay. I'm not wishing I need you, Mr. Dillon.
Well, it doesn't look that way to me. You're saying that you need him. He's all you have. It sounds to me like you're fighting for dear life here.
Look, I'm in a lot of pain right now, okay? I can't even get up to go to the bathroom by myself, much less take care of me and my son. Look, and now you want me to go it alone?
No, whoa. Nobody's asking you to go it alone here.
Look, how am I supposed to cook and clean and take Max to school when I can't even move?
Raquel, you're not thinking clearly. Mateo is giving you a beautiful place to live. You're going to have nurses around the clock. He and his wife are going to live right across the courtyard. There, hey, my wife will even stuff your freezer full of casseroles. Everybody's going to be helping you out. You're not going to be doing it on your own.
That's what you're saying, but how do I know that's true? Huh? I'm all alone in the world.
Look, how is he bothering you?
He's trying to force me to sign the divorce papers while I'm laid up in the hospital.
I'm not trying to force her to sign. Obviously, now's not a good time. You look these over and you sign them when you're ready.
I think that's a good idea.
Raquel, I don't think you know Mateo as well as you think you do. He would never turn his back on the mother of his child.
Are you okay? No. Julian, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I promised Mateo the divorce, and now I have to sign those awful papers. I can't. What's gonna happen to me?
Straight is boring. To me, I'm disaster, the plague.
Please, you're a beautiful, caring woman who makes him very happy.
And very unhappy, and I'm sure once we get a divorce, he'll probably run away so fast and so far I'll never see him again.
Do you really think he feels that way?
I think he'll be very relieved once we get a divorce.
And what about you?
I don't know. If it wasn't for Ryan, I never would have known what love is. I'll always carry him right here, and I'll always wish we were together, but he's got to be free. Oh, excuse me, I have to talk with Mr. Dillon. Hi.
You're coming at me about Raquel and Mateo again.
No. This is about me and Ryan. We need a lawyer.
Okay, just give me a minute. I gotta talk to Raquel.
Please, Mateo, you've already gone through so much trouble for me, fixing up my condo, getting me the hospital bed. Go to the club for your opening.
You shouldn't go home alone, though.
The nurse will be there. I'll be fine.
Hi. Check this out. Signed, sealed, and ready to go.
And so am I.
Great. Thank you. Get well soon. Thanks for helping us get this settled.
All right, moving home today.
Yeah, that's me.
We're going to take you down to the elevator and then switch you into the ambulance. You got it set up where you're going, right?
Yeah, she's got a hospital bed and everything. And I'm going with you.
No, you don't have to, Mateo. I'm fine.
I know I don't have to. I want to. I need to for Max, for me. We want to make sure you're okay.
Thank you.
All right. All set, Mrs. Santos?
Yes.
Come on, you here.
Sorry I had to keep you waiting. You said you and Ryan need a lawyer?
I'd like to start divorce proceedings from Ryan.
A divorce? What are you talking about? You went to jail for this guy. You would have hawked your life for him. What are you talking about, a divorce?
Will you help me?
Well, sure, I'll help you, but a divorce, you love this guy. I've never seen a dame love a guy more
Yeah,
than
love's not a question in this whole situation. What's important is Ryan's peace of mind.
And you're thinking that a divorce is going to give him peace of mind?
If you'd rather not help me, then I'd look for a lawyer in the classified.
No, I'll help you.
I just want this whole thing to be over with as soon as possible.
I'll draw up the papers.